Hello and welcome. If it's your first time, I'm Simon. We've got a new project today. Inside, it's minus 20 some numbers out, not doing it. I've got a large room upstairs that I've made smaller, but I'm left with one large room that's still got one of the original old lights up there, and I want to put something just as a semi-temporary measure because I'm not drilling and going into the attic and all this kind of stuff. And I was I've got this. And I've had this lying around for a while. Quite a big, heavy thing. It's heavy. Microwave magnet. Right. Solid brass. Several kilos of solid brass. But its design is not really where I want to go for that room. As nice as this is, it's just not really going to go. So I was wondering if I should dismantle it and use the light fittings to make something else. I think this is too good to break up. I might well have another room for it. So now I've decided amongst that, and this is not a project I was thinking about doing or going on to, I don't think we should use this. So what I've got in my collection of light fittings piles, I've got 4 of these. And I've got 4 of these. One of those. And then I've got 3 of these. So can I make a light fitting that I'm happy with, that's more me and suits the room a bit better, out of something else? And if so, what else do I have? I was kind of thinking about this. But it's a big room. It's not going to make much of an impression. It's not going to be very dramatic. And then I thought again, and I thought about this. Oh. Not for use. It's funny because that's my writing. Alright. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Something like that. Yeah. That's a lot more dramatic. I think that would suit the room better. Okay, well that's a start. So then I got to thinking some more. Probably not a good idea. It's quite a big room. I kind of like that to be a bit of a masculine room. So I was kind of thinking that. and forged. Probably here in this village. It's kind of nice. That's his older, smaller brother. And forged. Probably here in the village. And that's their medium cousin. And forged. Possibly in the next village. Undecided. And forged. Probably here in the village. Yeah. I kind of got to thinking. Why am I all dressed up in my shop? In here, I don't know what it is, 16, 17 degrees in there. The underfloor heating just can't cope with the extreme temperatures. So the extreme temperatures we're getting at the moment, we wouldn't normally get till January or February. That's this project, because there's a number of other projects I should be on right now, but I can't. All for various reasons connected to the temperature. Right, so kind of got things a bit more so I can see now what it is that I want to achieve. So for those that don't know, these are logging hooks. Very reluctant to use any of this. The saw blade's got 2 major cracks in it. That is no use. I could make knives out of it. I could do a number of things, but this is the best thing for this. These, I collect these because you never know when you're going to need something. These are logging hooks. These were used to pull, poke, prod, collect, unjam logs when they cut from the forest and floated them down the river on big rafts. These would have been on big poles. They've got many uses, many uses. So the idea of this light, because I need a light for this room, is to put back into this light fitting the history of the local village, the local area, the blacksmiths. The forges here were very rudimentary, and they still managed to produce everything they needed to. And as I've said in other videos, in our near history, these are not 200-300 years old like you would think. No, they're not. They were made here probably in the last 150 years, because this area has only been settled for 150 years. And they were sent here with nothing. So yeah, it's very near history. Right, I think I'm going to do that, because otherwise I'll get accused of waffling, rambling. So I think I want those on the upside. So I think the next thing to do is mark out for these. But that's taken 3 hours 20 minutes to drill 6 holes in that. I've got 3 holes at 10mm and 3 holes at 12mm. And that has destroyed all them drill bits, and several of them I had to just constantly drill a little bit, go back and sharpen. See, I've got no idea what that says on there, but the HSS bits are no good. This is quite brittle, which means it snapped if it got jammed and you had to turn it back. But all these others, no, waste of time. So anyway, there's our holes for our lighting rods, and I've been trying to avoid, I know you can't see it, but this is one of them killer blades. It's cracked there and there. This bit was ready to break and come out and shear through somebody. Right, well, I suppose the next thing is welding then. I need to clean this off with alcohol because it's got WD-40 all over it. And then we're into welding. Welding them like that is the next step. Ah. This is like a little dead end that you don't get much. You don't get to see very much of. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. Right. And then it's the following morning, and I've wired. So we're back in that dark cubby hole, but I've cut all my rods to length, and now I've put all the bulb holders on the end, and I'm in the middle of artificially aging them. They're old anyway, they're Bakelite, but I want them to look even older. And I've run all the wires up through the posts to the middle, connect all these up now into a box with the single wire coming out, which I'm obviously going to run up the chain and then up there to the top, painting this and then getting up to the top floor and drilling a large hole through the roof so that I can connect that to the inside. So at the moment, that is the only light in this room, which is the last of the remaining of 6 like that were the old gymnasium lights. There was no other light. So we want to go up through the ceiling up there. That's that bit done. Right, we're now inside the top of the building. So that's on the inside. This is the underside of my roof. I'm not sure what's happened there, but that shouldn't be facing that way. That should be facing that way. Otherwise the Durgo won't work. Right. But we can quite clearly see the inside of the roof is frozen up. There we go. Nice. Right, we need this over here. And this is the roof over the old gymnasium. And underneath this lot we need to find that bolt. Not sure where though. There it is. Look at that. Not quite where I was looking for. And we want that. And then we want this. This is the bolt at the end. You can see these bits of wood here. This is what held up all the gymnasium equipment that I took out. So we're going to use the same principle that's been used before. Right. That ain't going nowhere. And after some digging, I finally found that electrical box down there. So that's there, and then the hook is there to there. So that's a nice short easy run. Right here, whilst we are right here, I did film this a few weeks ago and forgot to press record, and that's the cleaning of the chimney, but I can show you something interesting. Up this wickedy old handmade ladder to this tin roof. That's how I clean the chimney, up here. How cool is that? It's not very cool when you have to get up here and clean that every couple of weeks, in minus whatever the temperature is. But anyway, what a view. I think you'll agree. What time is it? Yeah, I think it's about 1300. Oh. Shut that down, hook it up. Right, let's get down to the next step. we haven't done a particularly good job there with the scaffolding, have we? Now, not easy to see. Well, I'd have said that was a reasonably successful project. Didn't cost me anything except the light bulbs. Works nice, looks okay. Kind of keeps some of the surrounding things within the building. Who knows, that sawmill blade may well have been one that worked on the forming of this building back in the early 40s. It's difficult to say. These are my friends. So these came from a Target in Central Florida, probably 20 years ago. And over the years they've broke and they've got no lights in them anymore. So I thought I might have a quick go at see if I can get them to light up and get them outside. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, consider subscribing. I'd like to thank you all for watching and wish you a good day. Goodbye.